Hey guys, Headhunter here. I got another video today about Genshin Impact. Today we're talking about artifacts in the game and what stats you can get on certain slots and how upgrading works for artifacts in this game. So as you see here, I made kind of a quick image of what stats you can get. So if you look at the slots and what they're called, so in slot 1 is called Flower. You can only get flat HP. Slot 2 is a Plume or Feather. You can only get flat attack. And then 3, 4, 5, you can get different stats, and this is where you're going to be able to customize your characters and build them as you please. So slot 3, you're going to get HP, attack, and defense percent. But what's notable here is it's the only slot where you can get energy recharge percent. And you can also get elemental mastery here. Slot 4, once again, you can get HP, attack, defense, elemental mastery. But this is the only slot where you can get physical damage bonus and elemental damage bonus. So that's your physical damage bonus, exactly that. And the other ones are called like Geo, or like Animus damage bonus. You know, whatever elemental you're using, you can get bonus damage on top of that. And slot 5, your Circlet, you're going to be able to also get HP, attack, defense, and elemental mastery. And there's 3 unique stats here you can get. It's healing percent bonus, and crit rate percent, and crit damage percent. So slot 5, I feel like there's going to be a lot of, when you get crit rate and crit damage, it could really increase your build and damage output. The healing bonus, I haven't really seen it be that powerful because a lot of the healers, like I use Barbara, I don't have a premium healer, and it scales off of HP, so HP actually does well for me because it makes me more tanky and my heals get bigger. So with your characters, make sure you see what they scale off of. Obviously, for your normal DPS, they're going to scale off attack percent. Be aware that having crit rate, if you have a certain crit rate and crit damage, you can scale your damage but exponentially a lot more. But I think that's for later in the game. Right now, it's very hard to get your crit rate over 80. And be aware, like characters like Noelle, they scale off defense percent. So make sure you go read the skills. And she actually, most of her abilities scale off defense percent. And characters like Barbara who heal, they scale off HP percent actually. So check what your units are, the skills are scaling off of, and gear your characters that way. Other thing I wrote here in the purple, when you upgrade your artifacts, every 4 levels you're gonna get a new substat. Now, if you already have 4 substats, you're going to get one of those 4 stats increased with the additional roll on top of it. If you play any other games like Summoners War, you kind of get it, but you get the substats first here, then you roll on top of it later on. And lastly, on the very bottom, higher base tier artifacts has better primary stats, and it starts with more substats. So if you have a 2-star item, they can only have 1 substat. A 3-star item can have 2 or 1 substat. 4-star item can have 3 or 2. And lastly, 5-star item can have 4 or 3 starting stats. So a 5-star item with 4 starting stats, you're going to roll on that many times. It's going to be really, really strong. Yeah, so that's the gist of it. Also, there's a current stat on your characters that say on the very bottom here, you can see cooldown reduction, but there's nowhere in the game where we can get cooldown reduction for your abilities yet. So maybe in the future they're going to implement that. It's maybe an artifact, maybe a weapon, could be some type of thing. But this is just a quick gist of it. I'm also making a video on how to build your DPS on attack. I'm doing a lot of testing on what slot works with best, so attack percent versus physical damage bonus versus elemental damage bonus, and what units should be using what. So that video is going to be coming out soon, so make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, and I'm going to be making more videos for Genshin Impact. I hope you guys like this, and good luck in your game.